outdoor kitchen. We've had some fun with some of the luxe items you might want in your outdoor space, but what about an area for drinks? We don't want to forget about that. So now what's really genius about this set that you've designed, Sharon, is that there is actually a bar in this space.
It's hidden.
It's a hidden bar. It's a Murphy bar, sort of like a Murphy bed. So when you don't want it, you don't have the serving area. When you do want it, it is there. So shall we unveil
I think we
this
should.
amazing creation?
Before Leigh Ann drops.
I know, otherwise I'm the bright.
This is,
okay.
So here it is.
You good? There we go.
You have everything you need there. You know, it can be non-alcoholic, you can have juice there, you can have soda there, whatever you need, waters. What did it take to build all of this?
You know what? A lot of wood, thanks to Home Depot. And again, we use cedar because it's better for the outdoors. And we actually use deck boards. So we use 2x6s, 2x4s, some smaller 4-inch as well for the shelves.
Okay.
And again, it's just getting all those pieces, planning it all out, having the hinges, thinking about the height, where it's going to come out, thinking about your bar stool. So you really want to think about all of those elements. And the fact that we really wanted it to blend in. We could have left it cedar if we'd had a cedar fence. But in this case, staining it the same flint color as the wall, it just really blends right in. And again, it feels more modern.
It does.
Yes. It completely disappears. So as you mentioned, with these stools, you got the bar, that's bar height, right?
It's bar height.
So this is perfect.
But this is the nice thing about this. You can customize it, and depending on the size and where you place it, you can adjust that leg. You could even make this a couple tiers if you wanted to. You could even do an elongated one and have a long down flip counter against a house that creates almost a breakfast bar idea as well. There's so many options that you can do.
I love this idea. So one of the first things we talked about on this show is, Danielle, you saying you need area for serving, for creating.
For prepping,
For prepping. We never have enough of that outside if you don't have an actual built-in kitchen. So I love the idea of having this come out and it being like a long breakfast bar. That's incredible. You can start right from the bottom or make it as low or high as you need it to be.
That's the thing. You can even make it lower and the kids could have a place to sit outside and eat when you've got extra company over.
That's
So I think it's really handy.
And we liked that to extend the counter height just in this scenario. It just felt like the right thing to do with stools, and then you've got this amazing bar.
Absolutely.
And of course we've styled it as the bar, but I even love this. If you're not entertaining, this is the perfect potting station for your backyard as well, especially with the sink right next to it. If you're doing any potting in the backyard and gardening, this works double duty.
I just noticed in decor what's happening more and more, and I'm going to stay seated because now I'm the same height as you guys. Well, I was feeling like the Green Giant over here. What I'm noticing a lot in decor is that we're spending a lot of time covering things up. And I think it's because we're getting to a point where it's like cluttered stuff, there's too much of it. So I like the idea of putting things away. A lot of us are living in spaces that are a lot smaller than what we have been accustomed to in the past. So whenever you can put things away, the visual clutter, as well as just using the vertical space, you've got a winning situation.
Even a balcony, you know, you could have something like this. It's great. It's not there all the time. So.
Right, that's right.
And you're right, visually, in terms of clutter, because we've got an open, unfitted kitchen here, you really need to work hard to keep that clutter at bay.
Visual clutter.
Because even though leaving it cedar was pretty, it added too much visual sort of
differences.
So it's about kind of minimizing that and then
absolutely.
So you're outside enjoying this little area. Now you also have a beautiful entertaining area, a lovely area where you can just hang out. Let's talk a little bit about the seating and the table.
These are so cool. These are from IKEA. And they are obviously weather resistant. They've got a little hole there for drainage if it's raining. So, you know, all the water can just kind of drip down. They're beautiful. They're so modern.
Love them. It's a really nice feel. And it's nice and low as well. So when you do, depending on the scale of your backyard, but it's kind of nice to have a lounge area where you can still see what's going on. I mean, I've seen people with screens outside in their backyard where they're, you know, playing movies for the neighbors. Not my neighbors. At least I wasn't invited, but I think it's a really good idea. I've seen it. So again, having that low seating, and these are really inexpensive, and they stack well,
I was going to say stackable, which is great. So you can have as many of these, and it's not going to take up a lot of space for storage year round to have them all stacked together. And yes, I'm so glad you're bringing bringing these out to show.
And
these are beautiful.
Sharon, as you said, there is something about the summer that's kind of luxurious to actually be on the ground, isn't it?
That's it. And you put a rug outside, or you put your little fake grass.
I just love these. These are vintage floor cushions, and they, to me, again, that boho feel kind of just makes that outdoor experience feel kind of special.
It does.
Sure.
And your
kind of whimsical.
Kind of add to it too. And I think bringing up the tropicals during the summer, we can pretend we live in a tropical place, and then you can enjoy that.
Some of our viewers do.
Yes.
I just like the size of this, and I don't know about you guys. I spend a lot of time at home actually on the ground.
Yes.
You know, like that is sort of the height of comfort. When you go to someone's place and everyone's sort of hanging out on the ground around the table, you know it's got to be, that's my kind of party. I'm taking off my shoes. Absolutely. At that kind of party.